What is up, everybody? OBG's here. Time for another pro game commentary. Just joining into a game here with WildTurtle. He's at about 2550 Elo, so it should be a nice match. He's actually playing Vayne right now. Very difficult lane early on, but it should be okay. He's got a Blitzcrank, which is kind of the noob stomper. Of course, 2550, not necessarily the noob Elo. Mid lane, we got a Luxxx. Of course, you've always heard me say Luxxx, super exciting match for me to watch play, and I'm curious to see how Vlad will do against her. I think she's going to do really well against Vlad, to be perfectly honest, but, you know, could be pretty interesting with a jungle Twitch coming in. Crimelord going to be heading up top, already going for a level 1 gank against a top lane Lulu. Really interesting lanes going on here, and that's probably going to be a first blood. I don't think she's going to be able to get out of that one as he flashes in, knocks her backwards. Perfect gank right there, and that is the power of ganking for a Jayce, as all he has to do is pop him back, and you're good to go. So as far as the middle lane, looks like a lot of poke coming out from this Luxxx. She's really harassing the hell out of this Vladimir. Wasn't able to land that bot in there. Would have been nice if she did. One thing that is a problem about Luxxx is that if you harass a lot like that early game, you are eventually going to run out of mana very soon. So you have to definitely be careful and learn to manage that. So as you can see, she's already low on mana. And unless she gets a blue buff soon, which it's not going to get soon, she's not going to be able to continue harassing like that. She's actually going to have to back very quickly, as Vlad can just pop up his health potions, which he, you know, he just uses the last one, but he's going to be good to go. He's going to be able to kind of out-sustain her at this point. Bottom lane now, as far as I can tell, is going to be seeing a gank soon if Twitch goes down there after this Wraith camp, as they are kind of pushed up right now, but until then they're doing quite well. They got ward in that bush there. Nothing here in the river as of yet. I don't know if that would have helped them anyways. And here comes Crimelord, going to try and do some work onto this Vladimir, forcing him to go into his pool. Not going to be a successful kill or a flash or anything like that, but, you know, enough to kind of poke him down just a bit. I want to keep my eye on this bottom lane, as early game there could be a lot of action happening with a you know, with a nice pull or something like that. But there is a gank attempt coming on top lane. It is not going to be going unseen though, as he does have a ward already in the position. So yeah, he's just gonna have to back right off there and try and go for this Luxxx, who again is out of mana, but she's still doing quite well. So every time she gets enough mana, seems like she's actually using those abilities as well as possible and doing some good poke to this Vladimir. And bottom lane has to back out. They did a little bit of poke, but they were actually pushed out of the lane. Soraka just has too much sustain, and it seems like the range of Tristana, even though it is low right now in the early stages of the game, is still enough to fight them off so far. So Luxxx doing a good job of just letting her mana regen, and then, you know, popping off her her spells every time she gets a chance. And using that passive to last hit very effectively as well. Amumu going to be coming around to the backside. I wonder if he's actually going to have a successful gank attempt. So far, he hasn't been able to get to a lane that has been in his favor for a gank just yet. But this could be a good one for him. He's going to be coming around here. He will run into the enemy Twitch and place down a ward, so he will at least have vision of where Twitch is at currently. Luxxx not even paying attention to the map. Going to have to waste her flash. Still gets bandage toss too, and is really low. Going to have to back out right now as well. So she's going to go back to the base, pick up some items, and regain her health, as well as lose a few creeps here. So if she was just paying attention to the mini-map, she wouldn't have had that problem of needing to waste her flash there. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, not a lot happening just yet on this bottom lane. We haven't seen any good pulls, at least I haven't seen a good pull just yet. There he goes, he's gonna go for an attempt on it, and that's gonna be onto the Soraka, forcing her to flash out and pop her kill. But with an Amumu coming in, this could be a kill after all. Oh, and a nice flash actually jukes it out. So that was a really good play. I mean, that is quick timing on that flash. You have to be really fast. I mean, he just barely came out of that fog of war, and she just instantly hit that. So that's just great gamer sense there, being able to push that flash the instant you see that bandage toss coming in. So props on that high level play there. This again is a 2500 Elo match, so you would expect them to have great mechanical skills. Obviously, a lot of people in high Elo still make crazy mistakes and do weird stuff all the time, but they do tend to, for the most part, have really good mechanical skills, as much as I've been able to see. And Twitch almost at level 6 here, so let's see if he's going to be as strong as he wants to be. I think that if he doesn't do a lot of work early game, he's going to have the problem of kind of falling off later on, whereas Amumu is just going to do a lot of work to this team, and they need to definitely worry about his AoE damage as he comes in late game. Mcfroman here just trying to jump back and avoid as much damage as possible. He didn't want to get grabbed there, so he leaped back after Vayne went in for a couple of attacks on her. She's using every chance she gets to try and harass. She knows that they do not have a sustain in the lane other than a Doran's and the Vamp Scepter. So as long as the WildTurtle is auto-attacking, he's going to be okay with his sustain. And that pull is going to land. Wow, what the heck just happened? Mcfroman actually jumped at the same time he got pulled. I didn't actually know that worked. I knew it worked on Ezreal. I didn't realize it was the same for a Tristana. So she pretty much just cheesed out of that pull. I kind of don't like that, actually. I wish they would change it. Well, I don't know. Blitz is already OP enough, so maybe not. Maybe they can just leave it the way it is. Ezreal and Tristana can get out of the Blitz pool, no problem. All right, no problem. Looks like blue buff going to be going to the LuxxX. Blue is so critical on a LuxxX just because she is probably one of the mid laners with the most mana consumption, most mana hungry laner. In my opinion, she wants to harass. She's going to waste big amounts on it. And then let's just take a look. 50 mana, doesn't sound like that much, but then it's another 60 mana. So pretty much every time she does her combo, it's 111 mana. And then that's obviously a problem. And then if she wants to shield herself, then yeah, another 115 mana, and there it goes. Every time she gets hit, she wants to throw that shield out. So that's going to drain her mana very quickly. And so she's not even right now going to have enough for Final Spark, I don't think. 100 mana. Yeah, she just barely has enough. But anyways, that's the idea I'm trying to go for, is this, that she has so much mana consumption. Top lane actually went down, not even a gank. I was not expecting that to happen. He's full health. Both of them are full health, in fact. And he just goes straight in for the kill on the Lulu. But, I mean, it is Lulu, so what do you expect? She stays in a little bit too long. He's probably going to go ahead and poke her with it. Boom! Holy crap, that's what did it. I did not see that coming. What does he have right now? He's actually got a Brutalizer and a Longsword when he hit her with that. And she has just 2 Dornets. So she's going AD Lulu, AD Bruiser Lulu, which is really not good at all. It's decent, but it's not good. It's just not. It's kind of a troll. It's kind of a trolly thing to do. You can definitely win with it, and there's people that are strong. Holy crap, this Jayce is just on a rampage right now, taking them out. He probably didn't even need a flash. Maybe he did, I'm not sure. Either way, though, he got the kill on Amumu, as he did find him there in the bush. And so Jayce right now at 3 kills is really going to be a headache for their team if he continues this rampage. LuxxX now out of mana is going to be able to place down a little bit of final poke before she cleans up the creeps and has to get out of there. But if she's not careful, she might get dove here. And there it is. I think she got a little bit greedy for the last 3 creeps. And that could, oh no, actually, oh, this is going to be really bad. Vlad was not able to pick up the kill, and now is going to get punished for that by a very in-position Twitch who's there to clean it up. I was actually really expecting her to die from Vlad's damage, but I guess, I don't know, I guess Hex Tech just wasn't enough. It feels to me like her health was low enough. Perhaps that shield saved her, and then she kind of juked in between the turrets, so she did a really good job of staying alive in that particular situation. He just kind of misjudged his damage, as did I. Amumu now at level 6. He's going to have some really scary ganks. Blue team already at 5-0 lead, and they have probably the stronger team comp as well until a little bit later in the game. But since Amumu has his level 6, he's going to be a little bit stronger in the ganks than the Twitch if he can land, whereas Twitch is still going to be able to surprise people and do some decent damage. He's not going to be able to CC them down and hold them in position while their lanes kill them. Oh, and that grab just barely missed that Tristana, which I think she would have been fine. He did have his leap ready to go anyways. He's doing his best to just sit here and farm. I haven't actually matched up the lanes just yet, so let's go ahead and do that. And that way we can see how they're doing. So 88 farm on this Vayne. WildTurtle just completely dominating. And I don't know what Lulu, or I don't know what Jayce is doing all the way in the jungle, but he found himself some nice prey on that Lulu. At the same time, bottom lane is getting ganked. And there's really nothing they can do right now. That's going to be an 8-0 lead. I think this is going to be a 20-minute surrender. These guys have snowballed so heavily at this point. Every single lane is losing. I mean, right now, Vlad is the only one who's even, like, hanging in. And even there, and he's, like, barely only 2 CS ahead. But he has died once, whereas, you know, she's got that assist. Mostly because he dove, but, you know, for the most part, they're not much different. So that was a nice flash by the LuxxX. She was able to get away from that Amumu. Really good stun by him, though. It was able to take out the Twitch. And possibly, okay, I wasn't sure if he was going to land a Banish Toss. I'm not sure if his cooldown was up. Yeah, his Banish Toss was not up. If he did have it up, he probably would have been able to get the kill on the LuxxX. It would have been very close. But they are still diving this. she decided to stay in and probably once again greedy on those creeps. He continues to be greedy on the creeps and gets punished for it consistently. Mcfroman tried to pick up a kill, but they both split off opposite directions, and this is going to be bad. Jayce is going to get yet again another kill, grabbing that blue buff from the Amumu. And Mcfroman not really in a position where she can jump onto the Vladimir, as she didn't have rocket jump ready to go. Looks like a creep blocks the damage from the Jayce, but he's still going to be able to hit an E right there. Bloop, easy kill for him. 10-2 at this position and time. And Lulu doing her best to sit here and farm as much as possible on these small golems now that she knows that Jayce is not going to take her out this time. But at the same time, Mcfroman is able to shove down the mid turret while the mid lane is gone. So she's going to do her best to take that out. She's probably going to head back down here and try and pick up WildTurtle. Well, I don't know if they actually see her. Now they know that WildTurtle's there. There's the binding, and that is going to stick her in a bad position with Mcfroman right behind. And there's a rocket jump, slowing her down. And a cleanse is going to help him get away for now. But a flash of the wall by Crimelord and an ultimate. Bam! That is going to be the KS by Crimelord. Good job. Oh, what in the heck just happened? So at the same time, it looks like we had a battle going on at the top lane with Jayce trying to take down the Lulu, but he kind of got outplayed. He was a little too low HP to actually finish her up, and she's able to finish him up with one last auto attack using the AD power of just her passive. Dragon is now a topic for blue team as they decide to go for this with the Jayce down, though. It's going to be a little bit risky, and I think that if they can get Vlad in here, they might have a chance. I don't know. It's going down really quickly, and he's going to need to back off because he could probably lose his blue and die there. So, nope, not anything that they can do about that. They're just not fast enough to get to that dragon in time, and so that's going to be a nice free dragon for them and about 4,000 gold lead at this point. So Lulu at least able to shut down that Jayce. That's going to help her out, you know, somewhat. She's definitely not going to be in a position to where she can beat him in the lane at all. But that Jayce is just one step closer to his Trinity Force. Once he grabs that, he's going to be a pretty heavy bruiser in the lane. Here we go, Amumu coming around, trying his best to do a little bit of counter jungle. Crimelord is going to see this happening. I don't know if it's going to be smart for him to stick in there, and now he's going to be in trouble as a stun grabs both him and the LuxxX. LuxxX is out of mana, can't really do much more. And Crimelord looks like he's going to go down to a Q and an Ignite from the Vladimir. And so that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade so far. They're going to try and pick up this Amumu. I don't know if they can get in range. Jayce just needs to land a Q, but nope. Banish Toss is going to allow him to escape. Bottom lane, now it's just going to be Vayne versus the world here as WildTurtle tries his best to stay in the game. It's funny, though, how ahead he is on farm. And, you know, considering how bad the rest of the team is doing. So it's going to be up to WildTurtle to actually carry this game at this point. And he seems to be doing a good job so far, considering the fact that even now he's 1v2 and still ahead on farm. We have 2 people coming down, but I see there's a ward, so they're not going to get caught unaware. They might still get grabbed by a Banish Toss if he can just get in range. And there's the flash, unfortunately. So if that had landed, they definitely would have grabbed a kill. But, you know, luckily flash was up for the Soraka, and she's able to get away. Alright, right now Vayne continuing to shove down and just apply as much pressure as possible, so I have to give him credit. I mean I already said it, but he's doing a good job, as usually Vayne does not fare as well against most lanes. But I guess the fact that the Tristana has that lower... Oh, this is going to be bad. Here's a stealth Crimelord coming in, and he's going to try and do some work. WildTurtle was possibly baited there, going to use his ultimate to try and just finish them up, and he knows, okay, there's no way I can get away, but right now he's out of mana, so there's not much he can do. That poison from Crimelord ticks away all that true damage, takes him down. So as far ahead as Vayne is, he still cannot do much. He's very susceptible to the fact that he's 1v3 in that particular situation. I don't know where his support. I mean, Soraka. I mean, not Soraka, but Blitzcrank. I don't know where he's at. He's like AFK. Yep. Looks like he just AFK'd. So Blitz is done. He said, "Screw this game." He's probably talking trash in team chat or something. Who knows? Well, right now we're at 17 minutes. Looks like this game is pretty much going to be over 3 minutes from now. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to have seen some sort of comeback, some sort of you know, plays being made. Now even LuxxX cannot handle the damage coming in from this from this Vladimir. Of course, Jayce can. Jayce to the face.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And Mcfroman is able to clean up the turret with the help of the minions in Soraka. WildTurtle has to back off. He's still all by himself down here. Poor guy is doing so well. He's still out farming this Tristana 1v2. Even with Blitzcrank AFK. And he's shoving him down. This is going to be really nasty. Oh, what a grab there. He's going to shove this Soraka into the wall. Possibly. No, he's actually still saving that E just for the right moment. And there it is. He's going to clean him up. Oh, that heal landed right before the before he got knocked into the wall. Now he's going to continue farming like this, and that's going to be the double kill for WildTurtle. So considering the fact that they're 4v5 and he's been like 1v2 in the lane for a while, he's doing really well. I just need to stop saying it. It's obvious. So here we go, LoLQQPPRQ. Not going to be able to land that. A teleport come down from the LuxxX. She was trying to pick up a kill. Not going to happen though. Crimelord was able to pick up the turret in the meantime, and there wasn't much Lulu could do to stop that. I think that if she doesn't watch out, she's going to get taken out by that Jayce. Of course, we do have a Vladimir here who is doing fairly well. LuxxX able to pick up an Amumu as he does get caught into the bush. At the same time though, they're going to get countered on. Jayce trying to do some work onto the Lulu, but her ultimate saves her for just enough, and now he's going to get ignited and taken down slowly. Oh, there it is, just barely able to pick up the kill there for Twitch though, as the Vladimir trades one to Jayce at the same time. And WildTurtle doesn't have any mana left, he's gonna need to be careful. Crimelord just stealths away at this point, kind of jukes him out. And that was a really good play. Mcfroman now gonna jump in there, and WildTurtle's in a really bad position. Shut down with 366 gold. He's in a really good spot now, has a red buff, and doesn't even have to go back now. He can clean up the rest of his jungle. So blue team continues to hold on to their lead. And are we not surprised? 4v5. All right. Well, so far, from what I can tell, this is some really good gameplay from both sides. It's again just unfortunate the Blitzcrank's not. I think they could have possibly came back from this game because WildTurtle was doing a really good job, and especially with the Blitz there, he would have just completely dominated that lane. I'm pretty sure. Hell, Blitzcrank could have even been roaming this whole time if, I mean, considering the fact that they were doing so well. LoLQQPro wants to put a little bit of pressure on Mcfroman. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the kill. I'm sure Mcfroman will just jump away, but holy crap, he's doing so much damage. If he can land a bandage toss, oh, nope. There's the flash and the knockback from Mcfroman. That's going to be just a wasted flash and trade of an ultimate. Unfortunate. And here we go, a little bit of harass onto the LuxxX mid lane as the Lulu decides, I do not want to stay in my lane any longer against this Jayce. This Vlad is just doing work right now to the LuxxX. So early game, as pretty much as usual, he's going to have that trouble. Crimelord actually taking lots of damage from him now. Can he stay alive just long enough? No, he cannot. One last Q is able to, what the hell was that ultimate? I think that was probably an accident or a misclick or something like that, but that's a double kill now for their team. He would have easily taken down that Vlad if he had shot it in the right direction.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
All right, so meanwhile, Jayce is actually pushing the second middle, or the second top turret down. Yes, they did lose 2 people there. I'm seriously saying right now, like, they were so far behind, but I honestly think that red team would win this if the Blitzcrank was not AFK right now. So this actually did turn into a pretty good game, and it still is a pretty good game regardless. I mean, who knows? Maybe that Twitch is gonna suck it up so much that they come back and win. LoLQQPro putting himself in a bad position, gonna lose that blue buff now. Not the right decision to make when you're behind this far, and Lulu is just screwed as well. She just can't get away. So 2 more kills for blue team. I don't know. I think they kind of given up at this point. Or you would think so with those plays anyways. A little bit of a LuxxX laser forces Vladimir to jump back just a bit, and Crimelord is able to get in there. Look at all this damage coming in though, as he's doing so much to his health pool, but it's not enough to clean him up. He didn't have his ulti ready to go, and he got stunned, binded by the LuxxX, and so that's going to be a fine, easy kill. Meanwhile, Vayne is like, screw it, I'm going top, gonna shove this one down, since nobody's really putting any emphasis on that particular lane, and he's doing a good job so far of taking it down. No one is even able to respond by the time he cleans it up. Crimelord tries to get there. He's not stealth though, so obviously he knows he's there. There's a slow, and binding from LuxxX is probably gonna get in here pretty soon. He's gonna knock him into the wall. Wow, that was actually way off, and pretty much just really outplayed there. He's probably going to pick up a double kill. Wow, these LuxxX ults. WildTurtle carrying like a boss pretty much the entire red team here. Oh no, and here comes the rest of blue to clean this up. WildTurtle with his double buff, probably going to be trading that to the Jayce. And I don't know if he can get, oh wow, nice. Nice job. He waited for Jayce to actually use his E, and then he rolled in there. Now he might actually pick up a kill onto the Vayne unless he decides to just keep on running, which he probably, yeah, he's just going to keep on running. I think he would have gotten taken down really fast by the Jayce. They're going to use that speed boost from the gate to try and catch up to her. She needs to get out there as fast as possible, but red team is going to come up here and try and clean this up. If they can get in range, they might actually turn this around, and WildTurtle has baited them out, already picked up 2 kills, and this is going to allow his team to get even 2 more. Where is the Blitzcrank? Where is the Blitzcrank? If he came back right now, they can actually win this game. That's going to be another great E, blocking him from getting that Q, and this is the nastiest Vayne play I've seen in a long time. WildTurtle carrying like a beast, man, and HookedOnPwnics is just hooked on dying right now. He's screwed and dead. Wow. All Vayne right there. This is all Vayne. If they win a 4v5, it's all WildTurtle. That's all I've got to say. This dude is straight up boss mode. Alright, so I am excited about this game. I was a little bit disappointed at first. I was like, it's going to be a very one-sided snowball 20-minute victory. I don't know, it's still really bad. Like, blue team's got a pretty good lead since they're still 4v5 at this point. But if Vayne keeps playing like that and blue team gets cut out of position a lot more, then they could be in a kind of a bad position. Crimelord picks up a kill up top. I was watching that lane there. What exactly happened? LoLQQPPRQ is trying to pick up this turret, and he's just going to basically get taken down. Blah, blah, blah. You're slowed. You're dead. What are you going to do about it? You're going to die. That's what. Ooh, and the LuxxX laser misses again. She just can't land those this game. Poor LuxxX. Poor LuxxX. I know he's sad right now. He's like, I can't land a laser. What do I do? I can't do it. Mcfroman in a bad position as WildTurtle is chasing down with that passive. It's going to allow him to continue his jump. And one last auto attack pops the passive of the Silver Bolt, picking up the kill. Vayne Diablo. Mcfroman here is not happy about this one here. He's getting destroyed. This turret will be going down after these creeps get to there. They just need a few more auto attacks, and that's going to be good to go. Wow. 4v5 action in a 25-50 elo match, and they are doing a great job. LuxxX getting destroyed there, making it actually even now at this position, but LuxxX needs to, or sorry, Vayne needs to stay alive, but that is actually really bad because he is the one carrying, and now the Vladimir is going to go down. They have nothing left here. That's the reason they died. They did not have a Amumu, so that was a 5v3 actually, and well, I guess it was a 5v4, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, 4v3, that's what it was. LoLQQPPRQ still alive, getting that Vayne ultimate, or sorry, that Lulu ultimate to help him out. It still did not allow him to stay alive, but they did get the kill for the Lulu onto Crimelord, giving her the double buff, and potentially, if she can catch up to Jayce, which she can't, another kill. What an exciting game. Calm before the storm. So blue team still sitting at about 7,000 gold lead right now. However, they're not winning most of these fights. I think once they start to group up like tightly as 5, they're gonna be way better off. It's just that all these little small skirmishes are allowing red to really catch up. I really wish this Blitz would come back. He's just completely trolled this game. Like, I think even if Blitz came back right now, being only a level 7, he'd still be able to allow them to win. He's got a silence and a pull and an exhaust. Even if he just used those 3 things and died instantly, I think that he would probably give them the advantage to win the game. Alright, there we go. Blue buff going to be stolen by blue team. I don't think they have a chance to... Oh no, it actually got smited by the Amumu. Is he going to get caught here? He needs to use his ultimate. All 3 of them getting caught into that, and Vayne is ready to go. She's just in position to pick up the rest of these kills as Vladimir grabs the first one. Can she get over here to snab one onto the Jayce? He's got the gate speed boost, but he's running the wrong way. He needs to run this way as she's going to be able to kind of catch him off, and that's going to be another kill for the Vayne. WildTurtle doing a really good job. Now has that red buff. Slow is down. Binding misses, and he's good to go. He's going to chase her down and take him out with a nice E into the wall, probably, or the turret, one way or the other, and that's going to be yet another kill for WildTurtle now, sitting at 9 kills. Jayce is at 10, but the bigger carry right now is going to be this. Oh, this is not good. LoLQQPPRQ. Oh, he does get a nice grab. Kind of baits it out with a low HP. Is he going to stay alive here? As long as he doesn't get hit by any creeps or turrets. Oh my god. That was so close. 26 HP. And they're going to be able to continue shoving this down. They need to take down the turret, though. And that's going to be WildTurtle backing off, trying to pick up even more items. Right now, he's got an Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer with how much gold? Let's take a look. Okay, he just bought some. Okay, what did he buy? Okay, so he bought another Zill. He's going for straight up attack speed. Pew, 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 pew. It's going to be fun stuff. Fun stuff indeed. Crimelord over here doing his best to at least counter jungle a bit, try and catch up on levels as much as he possibly can. WildTurtle almost level 18 at this point. He's actually 2 levels ahead of their mid lane Vlad, who I thought was doing decent, but at this point, I'd say he's okay. So he's actually a level ahead of Luxxx. It's just that WildTurtle is doing so well that it makes Vlad look like he's not doing good. That's kind of good. I mean, that's kind of bad, or kind of interesting. I'll say that. Yeah, that's best. That's the word we'll stick with. And right now, WildTurtle is going to go ahead and try and shove down the top lane. He needs to be careful, though. He's not anywhere near his teammates, and so they do see him. They're all going to be going for him. This is a really bad situation to be in right now, as Crimelord is going to be very close. It looks like he's going to get him with the slow. He's going to run right into the bush there, and boom! There is Luxxx. Going to miss the binding yet again. Very bad with those skill shots, and he's going to be able to pick up the kill. Boom! Ultimate comes in as shut down. That's going to be a whoop, 1-for-1 trade. Red buff going to be traded to the Jayce, though, so not really too good for them, as this is going to turn it into a 4v3 situation, since they don't have that Blitzcrank. And right now, with their AD carry ready to go, they're going to be probably stronger if they decide to go for this Baron, and they can probably zone them out. So I don't know if they can do much to stop this. They need to have a nice ultimate from the Amumu in order to stop this Baron. They're killing it pretty fast. Yeah, it looks like Red's just going to go ahead and give that up. WildTurtle probably threw a little bit in that particular situation. Even though they're coming back, they can't make plays like that if he wants to win the game. Everyone report Blitz for AFK, because we would have won this. And it looks like the Vladimir gets caught now. Not too good. Woo! Another miss. Luxxx laser. Haven't seen one land on, well, actually one did land on WildTurtle just earlier. So I've seen one Luxxx laser land all game long. GG. I'll be perfectly honest, like if there was any other mid that didn't take skill, they would probably have already won this game by now. But since Luxxx has been missing every single one of her abilities this game, she's basically a non-champion. She's not useful at all. She's just kind of a meat shield. She's just not landing anything at all. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is going to be an engage on a WildTurtle. Let's see if he's going to be strong enough to stay alive throughout this fight. A lot of damage going on to this Lulu, and WildTurtle's in a bad position. Finally a snipe comes in, but she does shut down that Jayce before she dies. It doesn't matter though, as they've already picked up 2 of the enemy team. That's going to make it a 2v3, and they're going to pick up the inhibitor at this point. They still have the Crimelord here, and he's got an Infinity Edge, so he's actually able to, oh wow, Infinity and a Bloodthirster, so he's able to do a lot of damage at this point. 12 kills. He's out carrying the, he's pretty much the AD carry right now, because Tristana has no kills, but she still has core items anyways. So, I mean, they're very strong, very AD heavy strong. That is an extremely powerful team once they start getting in the late game. If Red isn't able to finish this soon with their 4v5 situation, I don't think that Vayne can continue carrying anymore, because she's just going to get taken out so fast. Amumu trying his best to like 1v3 here. I don't know exactly what he's thinking at this point. Possibly just, I don't know, possibly just like screw it mode right now. I don't know if these guys realize it, but WildTurtle is carrying like a boss right now, and I don't know, he has a good opportunity to try and win the game for them, but the last like 2 or 3 engages kind of put them in a situation where it's probably not going to be possible anymore. It's a bit unfortunate that the Twitch is so fed right now. If it was basically like no kills on that Twitch, and they would be doing a really good job. So here we go. Jayce comes in here to catch the Amumu. Amumu is all by himself. He looks like he is screwed. He's going to use that ultimate, landing on 2 of the enemy team, but it looks like the Tristana does not get caught, able to clean him up fast, and Vladimir going to go down very shortly after as the Jayce cleans him up. And it's actually going to be the Mcfroman picking up the kill. Finally gets his second one of the game, and down goes Lulu. And that's going to be blue team pretty much grabbing the dragon and shoving for the win soon after that. WildTurtle just sitting here playing it smart, finally, but then the rest of his team decides not to. It's like they trade off. It's like one person plays smart and then the other doesn't. GG. Look at these plays here. He's got all this juke-tastic action going on. And there is the engage. They use the Shurellius to try and catch up to WildTurtle. Finally, a Lux hits, and it's enough to allow Crimelord to pick up the kill. Hit me, baby, one more time. And so here we are. That's pretty much going to be GG, I think. They're going to go ahead and clean up the last of this turret's HP, the last of the inhibitor, and there's not a lot the red team can do to stop this push, since they haven't been grouping up enough lately. And there it is. There is the engage from the Amumu. He's trying to just go man mode, like ARAM, who cares, who gives a crap mode, and it's not going to work out for him. So that's basically him throwing in the white flag, giving up the game, and that's going to be GG as we clean this up. Are they going to surrender, or are they just going to let them push to the end? I'm not sure. Either way, thank you guys for watching this particular commentary. It was definitely a lot more exciting than we thought it was going to be, you have to admit, considering the fact that it was a 4v5, and even before he AFK'd, they were like 0-8. So, again, I definitely have to call it that they would have won this game if Blitzcrank was not AFK. I have to call it. That WildTurtle, man, he's scary. Scary kid. I'm going to have to watch some more of his games in the future if I get a chance to. You know, and they haven't been able to finish the game just yet. It's kind of funny. They're going to clean this up very soon, though. All a matter of time. HookedOnPwnics. Pretty cool name, actually. There it is. Vayne is able to shut down the Jayce. LoLQQPPRQ doing his best to do a little bit of damage, but he's pretty much useless at this point. Every time he goes in, he just dies. Double kill for the Vayne and triple. And could he get a quadra? Oh, that's unfortunate. He got a quadra, not able to get the penta. I would have laughed my ass off if he got a pentakill right there. Wow. WildTurtle, man. Everybody needs to spam WildTurtle like, you was good, man.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, poor guy. And by poor guy, I mean poor team, because of this poor pitiful guy. Lux only one alive at the end there. Interesting, she's got a Lich Bane, trying to use that for her damage right now with auto attacks.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
And so right now they do their best to just sit here and fend off the hordes of minions that come at them. All three inhibitors are down. I don't even know if they can fight off these minions before it cleans their last turret up. They're gonna try though. Vayne should be able to clean this up right now. Now that she's back. Look at that attack speed. Pew pew. Two Phantom Dancers. Infinity Edge gonna be going for Last Whisper now. Even has an Executioner's calling for the crit chance. That is pretty hilarious, actually.
Respawning soon.
Haven't seen anyone build an Executioner's Caller in a really long time, to be honest. What is her crit chance at? I want to know. So we've got a crit chance of 100%. No, are you serious? Oh my god, every single attack from Vayne is going to be a crit. Yup. Yup, 100% crit chance. That is not a joke. 25. Oh my goodness. 100% crit chance Vayne. That's nasty, dude. That is nasty. Look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep, there it is. Crit every time. Alright, I want to see her crits and stuff. Bam, bam, bam. Wow, WildTurtle got destroyed so fast there. Dude, I want to watch that again in slow-mo. That was crazy. Alright, here goes. Here goes engage. The Vladimir gets really low, and WildTurtle comes in there a little bit faster. Wow, he's like, alright, I'm going to do some work. Like, okay, here I come, and whoop. 1, 2, auto attack, and pop, 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 blah! Oh my god, so much damage. LoLQQPPRQ is able to pick up Mcfroman at the end. A lot of burst damage from Red as they are able to clean up Blue just a bit. Did that ult hit anything? I think it hit Lulu. And pretty much go back to normal speed. That is it. That's pretty much the most interesting thing I've ever seen. They just cannot finish this game up, even though they have all three. Kill LoLQQPPRQ! Okay, so finally a kill here for the Soraka. Third one of the game, of course, but that's able to help them clean up the rest of this game, as Lux is just going to auto attack this down. Has that Lich Bane. It's going to be enough to help her finish the rest of the Nexus up fast. And that's going to be finally a GG. But definitely a very exciting game to watch, even though we kind of knew the outcome of it. I, for a second, thought that maybe Red had a chance, but they kind of threw it there after WildTurtle got caught up top and they got buried, and then the next gauge and then the next gauge. It just didn't go well for them after a while. They started playing like noobs. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way, because this was a good game.